Hey guys, this is Rachel from cypresstextiles.net, and I wanted to show you guys today how to make the half hexagon motif from my geometric lace blanket. Okay, so first you're going to start with a slip knot and go ahead and tighten that up, and then I'm going to make chain 3, and then I'm going to make a slip stitch in the third chain from the hook to make a ring. And you can chain 4, chain 5, you can make a magic ring, whatever you prefer to do this first ring. I like to chain 3 just because it gives me a tiny space to work into so that my center is nice and tight. All right, so I'm going to go straight into my ring without chaining up, and I'm going to make a beginning DC, which is a single crochet, chain 1. All right, so now we're going to chain 1 again, okay, and then we're going to go straight into my ring with a 2DC cluster. So I'm going to yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and go through 2 loops, and repeat that again. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2 loops. Now I've got a 2DC cluster. Then I'm going to close my cluster like that, going through all 3 loops, and now I'll chain 2. Okay, make another 2DC cluster. All right, and close my cluster. There we go. 2 chains again. Go into my ring again with another cluster. All right, once I've got 3 clusters, I've got my first, second, and third clusters here. I'm going to chain 1 and then double crochet in the ring. Okay, and before I make my second pass to close my double crochet, I'm going to tighten up my tail that I've been working over the whole time, and I'm going to bring my tail between the working yarn and the motif. So, all right, so between my hook and the working yarn to the back of the work. So my tail was kind of hanging out here at the front, but I'm going to pass it between my hook and my working yarn, and this is going to bury the tail as I go. All right, so pull it to the back, then finish my double crochet, and then turn. All right, and I always turn counterclockwise like this, so that way it's always consistent. And look, if you turn your work this way clockwise when you're looking at it from above, if you turn it clockwise, your working yarn is like in the back, and you don't want it to be in the back or else your sides are going to be messy. So you want to turn counterclockwise. When you're looking at it from the top, you turn it counterclockwise, and now your working yarn is in the front. So when you work straight into the chain space, you're working over that working yarn. Okay, so that way you're not carrying your yarn up the sides, and that's what makes a neat edge. When you're doing like borders or the sides of a blanket or something, you want a neat edge. Always turn counterclockwise and then work over this leading yarn. Okay, so now we're going to work straight into our first chain space. Okay, and we're going to go with a beginning DC. So just go straight in, no chaining up, work over your tail, single crochet, chain 1, and then chain 1 again. All right, now we're going to make 2 double crochet into the same chain space. And we're going to keep working over the tail and go into the next chain space with, all right, now we've got our next chain space coming up where we're going to work 2 DC, chain 1, 2 DC. All right, so go straight into that chain space, working over your tail, 2 DC, chain 1, 2 DC. Okay, that the corner's complete. Working over your tail again, same corner in the next chain space. 2 DC, chain 1, 2 DC. Okay, looking good. Now in our final chain space here, you're going to work over your tail and make 2 DC, chain 1, and then DC into the chain space. All right, and I still have tail left, so I'm going to bring that tail in between my hook and the working yarn to pull it to the back of the work again, then finish my double crochet. Now I'm going to turn. Okay, Still working over my tail because I don't know about you, but I don't like weaving ends when I'm finished. And everybody says, that must be so many ends to weave. Well, not if you do them as you go. So I've got straight into my chain space again. Without chaining up, I'm going to make a single crochet, chain 1. That's a beginning DC. And then chain 1 again. Now I'm going to just put 1 double crochet into my corner. This is for row 3. It starts with 1 double crochet in the corner. Now I've got 4 doubles to work into here. I'm going to place 1 double crochet in each of them, still working over my tail. 2, 3, and 4. And then I'm going to make my corner, which is for row 3, my corner is double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Okay? And that's how I'm going to work all the way across, 4 doubles, and then double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the corner. Okay, so I have all of my stitches up to the final chain space here. Okay, where I've got my 4 double crochet and I'm right about to work into this final chain space. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into that chain space. All right, and now I'm going to turn. My tail is all used up, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. So I'm going to go straight into my chain space again without chaining up, single crochet, chain 1 again for the corner, double crochet into the chain space. And now I've got 6 double crochet to work into here. So I'm going to go ahead and work 6 double crochet, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And this is how I'm going to finish my motif. I'm going to put double, chain 1, double. All right, and then just go across. Make 6 double crochet, double chain 1 double, 6 double crochet, double chain 1 double. All right, so now my my row is complete. I've got double chain 1 double in this last chain space. So we're looking pretty good here. Now when we turn, this is going to be the front side. So row 1 is the right side of the motif. So now we're ready to join our motif onto the blanket.